Hi, I'm Cherie with the Mobile Internet Resource Center. Today we wanted to share with you about Verizon finally starting to enforce their 10 gigabyte high-speed mobile hotspot data cap. Just what does that mean? When Verizon launched their new unlimited data plan back in February 2017, hidden in the fine print was a policy that each line of service would only get 10 gigabytes of high-speed mobile hotspot use. And that's when you're tethering or using that line as a wireless personal hotspot. After the 10 gigabytes of usage, they advertised it as going down to 3G speeds, and we did verify with Verizon Corporate Communications that what they were defining that as was 600 kilobits per second of speeds. That's pretty slow for most internet needs these days. Fine for some gaming and email and general surfing, but definitely not for much high definition video streaming or more intensive surfing with video. However, this got really confusing because for the first 2 months, Verizon was, number one, not enforcing that data cap. That meant that people were reporting all over the web that they were using dozens and dozens and dozens of gigabytes of high-speed mobile hotspot use on their smartphones and on their jetpacks that they might have added to their lines. To make it even more confusing is many Verizon reps in stores and even in their chat support were telling their customers that this 10 gigabyte hotspot cap did not exist. Either they didn't disclose it, or when asked, they would say, no, these lines are only subject to network management, which means after 22 gigabytes of usage, when you're on a congested tower, your traffic may be deprioritized, i.e. slowed down, but only during times of congestion. This 10 gigabyte mobile hotspot cap is throttling, which means that you are slowed down for the rest of the billing period. And in about mid-April, customers on these plans started getting text messages that they were approaching their cap. And for a lot of people, this was their first indication that Verizon actually had this cap in it. Very surprising and a lot of people very upset about this. This cap applies also to their jetpack line. So a mobile hotspot device that is, its only purpose is to serve as mobile hotspot. It's not a smartphone. It doesn't have any other function. Those lines are also subject to this high-speed data cap, which means when you add one on for $20 a month, you are only getting really 10 gigabytes of data. Now, that's $2 per gigabyte, which is really great pricing on a tiered data plan. But that's not what people were signing up for. And a lot of people are looking at it of, this isn't unlimited. It is technically unlimited data. You're still getting to use data, just at very slow speeds. But it's very confusing to consumers. And a lot of people upset over this policy change. We're not seeing it across the board yet, which is adding more confusion to the market, as we've gotten several reports and confirmed reports of the throttling being placed in some markets, but there are still lots of people who have not gotten notified by Verizon and are still using lots of gigabytes of mobile hotspot use. We actually switched one of our phones and added a jetpack to the new Verizon plan to test it out ourselves. We've been running for about 2 months on it, and we haven't been notified yet on either of our lines. But when I go into the My Verizon app, my jetpack line clearly does show slow down after 10 gigabytes of usage. So the policy is there. We are running it on the new 7730 mobile hotspot jetpack device. That policy is clearly there. It's just for whatever reason, maybe it's the local towers that we are currently on here in South Florida, just don't yet have the tools in place to enforce that cap. But we're still using lots of data. We're testing it. That's what we do here. But that policy is there. Now, unlike the other carriers, AT&T on their new unlimited data plan, when you add on their equivalent of a jetpack, like the Unite Explorer or even the Mobley or a home base, these are data-only devices, those by policy are excluded from the 10 gigabyte high-speed mobile hotspot. That only applies to their smartphones. So if you're looking for a more unlimited solution, going to AT&T might make sense for that right now. T-Mobile on their plans, if you do the unlimited, their One Plus International Unlimited Plan for a single line, that's $95 a month. It's adding $25 on top of their base. That one is including high-speed, unlimited mobile hotspot use on a smartphone line. They do not offer those plans on a dedicated mobile hotspot device like a jetpack. So those are two other options of what is happening. We do have a full guide to unlimited data plans at rvmobileinternet.com/unlimited, where you can see the latest on all the unlimited data plans that we are tracking. Because for those of us that are on the road or the waterways, we consider mobile internet, and especially cellular data, to be a home internet replacement. So our definition of unlimited tends to be very different than the carrier's definition. So be very aware when you're out there shopping for your plans and making sure you understand what the carrier is actually offering, despite what your representative might be telling you.